This is Beaverville. Come on in.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
You'll be salivating when you see it.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 19th day of March, 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. How are you? I'm back, and I'm happy to be here. It's Chris Hockey here. It's a Wednesday morning. I like starting work on a Wednesday. We should all try that, you know? What do we got today? No Marco Parrish, because he's doing the NHL Network. Plenty to get to, I'm sure. And, I've got an idea for you. We're going to try something new today, if I can talk the boys into it. But let's get her started with some comedy. We'll figure it out from there. Here's Ron White. Comedy on a Wednesday morning. Now, you come on in. I am glad you are here.
I flew here from Flagstaff because my manager doesn't own a Globe. We took off from the Flagstaff Airport Hair Care and Tire Center there. We're traveling at half the speed of smell. We got passed by a kite. There was a goose behind us, and the pilot was going, "Go around." We had some engine trouble. We lost some oil pressure in one of the engines, and they told us about it over the speaker system of the plane, which was stupid because they could have just went, "Hey, we lost some oil pressure." It was weird. Everybody on the plane was nervous, but I'd been drinking since lunch, and I was like, "Take it down. I don't care. It's something hard. I don't want to limp away from this wreck." The guy sitting next to me is losing his mind. Apparently, he had a lot to live for. He goes, "Hey, man, if one of these engines fails, how far will the other one take us?" "All the way to the scene of the crash."
Utah.
You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show, Wednesday, March 19th. The band is back together. Chris is back. I'm Corey Cove. That's Chris. That's Sauce. Zach should be here shortly. Carly later. No Mark Parrish today. Parker Fox and Taylor Heisey later. The power couple.
Is that right?
Of Taylor and Parker.
Wow, that's interesting. Good. Cool. What do they do?
Well, Taylor still plays hockey. Parker,
Is this
I don't
the
know
beginning?
what
Is
Parker
he taking
does.
over somebody's spot?
I don't know what Parker
Is there a
does.
big announcement today?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But that'll be at like 8.
Should we put our rival to the test?
Yes.
Sauce with some dramatic sips. Paul, Zach, Paul.
Nice sips there, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Excellent sips.
Nice what now?
Nice sips. He took some nice sips in here.
Hey, Zach, do you remember that website that we used to download music? Like that we're allowed to play? Do you still have that link?
Alpha
Centauri?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Alpha Beta.
Alpha Centauri. Where's that from?
Well, I mean, it's the nearest.
Yeah, but it's some movie.
Yeah, what is that?
Alpha Centauri. Whoever's out there listening, please at Chris _ hockey. Alpha Centauri. It's a planet from some movie where they're trying to get back to Alpha Centauri or something like that. Son of a bitch. I don't know. My memory, man. Anyway, hi guys.
Hi. Interesting.
Hi, it's good to see you. Glad to see you.
How was your time off?
Pretty good. I drove all the way to Indiana.
How long does that take?
About 11 and a half hours. You know,
You do it in one shot?
I did on the way home.
Wow. I kicked it into high gear and took off, man.
I kicked it into high gear and took off, man. In my little meat.
Excellent
Excellent A little meep, meep, meep.
Easy drive, though, right?
Oh, yeah, easy peasy. Yeah.
Just long.
Yeah.
Road trips kick ass, though.
They really do. I like it. I've done a lot of traveling by myself the last 2 weeks, and I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I got one more weekend off, and then all hell breaks loose again. So I'm actually taking advantage of it this time.
Yeah, we were trying to.
Yeah, good for you.
We were trying to get Marnie to do the hockey plan yesterday because she was talking about how Amy Poehler and Tina Fey have all these shows all over the country, but nowhere near Minneapolis, really.
Right.
Chicago, I think, was the closest, but. She had all these dates, and she's like, I don't know. So we're like, just go.
Yeah, what would hockey do?
Yeah,
That's right.
2 weeks ago, you were like, good for you, Chris. You were no, Marnie, get on a plane and go see Tina Fey
Right.
and Amy Poehler. What are you waiting for?
Why are they waiting?
Go do it.
Yeah, hell yeah, go do it.
Yeah.
Your fence will be fine without you.
Right.
Yeah, screw your fence.
Yeah, screw your fence.
It'll keep the regular people out.
Get off the fence.
Right?
Yeah.
You want to keep the regular people out of your place? Hey, you know what? Don't you hope, kind of, that at some point there's a video, and I don't want him to feel bad. I want it to be there and gone. But don't you hope that next time Rosie's sitting on the court that he vomits?
Yeah.
We talked a lot about that yesterday.
About him in particular, just
specifically.
vomiting?
We were.
That'd be great.
I basically said, can you imagine if he had a bloody nose, threw up, and got wheeled out? I said I would want that to be a statue outside of Target Center.
Oh my God. Yeah.
One of the podcasts yesterday was titled Wheelchair Rosie.
Yeah.
Wheelchair Rosie, I should have known.
But I don't think I could have a moment in my life greater than Mark Rosen throwing up on the court, getting a nosebleed, and being wheeled off. And I'm talking about, my kids getting accepted to college or having kids or getting married. I don't care. I'd give all of that up to have Rosie throw up, have a nosebleed, and wheeled out of Target Center.
Well, and as we talked about, he would hate it, but then when he realized he was getting a ton of attention, 100%. He'd love it.
2 days later, he would say, "Where do I have to be for the ribbon cutting?
Right,
for the
correct.
Statue unveil?"
Now, what would he have said if he had been sitting beside Tracy Morgan when he did it? He would have looked at him and said, "Hasn't happened to me yet."
Yeah.
But he's waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Food poisoning.
That's what he says. Food poisoning, man.
Food poisoning's the.
Oh, it's the worst.
That's the story, I guess.
That
Hideous.
is
Food poisoning's
the worst.
horrible.
I mean,
I did like his post on social media, just saying, "Hey, the Knicks are 1-0 since I've thrown up on the court
Yeah, brilliant.
because they won."
Yeah.
yeah,
So you really bought the car that you texted us?
I did, yeah. Yeah, I bought it. I traded, I sold my mom, my Chrysler 300.
You sold your mom?
Yep. Well, you know what? I got a good price for her, and you can't pass that up, No, I sold her my Chrysler 300, and I've been looking for, because I got my badass Jeep downstairs, right?
Yeah, which is sweet.
It's a drag car, but it doesn't do great on gas. And I needed something that not only does great on gas, that I could park in the townhouse garage without destroying the side of my Jeep.
Yeah.
And this little Fiat's badass.
Yeah.
Plus, if I get stuck in the snow, I can pick it up and carry it out of there.
Yeah.
I love this son of a bitch, man. I love it.
So you drove it home?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Meep, meep.
How was that car on an 11-hour drive?
I stopped for gas once.
Wow.
In Toma?
Actually, Mouston. I should have.
Mouston?
What's Mouston?
I don't know. It's in Wisconsin. I think that's how you say it, right? Mouston. I don't know.
Yeah. It's right by the Dells.
What path did you take that you avoided the gas stations at Toma?
I timed it imperfectly. I wasn't on my game timing wise. I know.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
You were going 90, right?
At least.
No, sorry.
In a Prius.
Highway 90.
Yeah, right.
It's not a Prius. It's a Fiat.
I think we called it a Prius.
It's not a Prius. It's a Fiat. Made by Chrysler Corporation. Can I tell you something, though? This really pisses me off. But this is indicative of the Chris Hockey plan of life. I just talked about myself in the third person, but not flatteringly. So, I'm down there, and my mama wants my Chrysler because she thinks it's fancy. So, Mama, you want it, you got it. But now I need to drive home. And I've been thinking about getting myself something small, maybe a Mini, maybe a Fiat.
Yeah.
Maybe a Prius. And so I go on the line and I see that this guy's got this Fiat for $3,750. I'm like, well, that's about exactly what I want. So I cruise over to Newcastle, Indiana, And he rolls up with his dad, and they're cool. And so I test drive it. And sure, the passenger door doesn't quite match color-wise, but it's cool. It drives like a screaming demon. So I buy it.
Hey, can I stop the story before you continue?
Sure.
Drives like a screaming demon.
You know, like there's a lot of sales jobs where it's just like once you're face to face, right? Always be closing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine when these two showed up with their Fiat and they are like, one of the doors is miscolored. This guy's never going to go for this. And then they met Chris.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this sale is finalized.
It's complete.
There was no way. Once you drove all the way to Newcastle, or whatever, I don't know if that's 2 miles or 200 miles.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You had already made up your mind. You're buying it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way a discolored door was going to dissuade you. So you were all in, and these guys knew it immediately.
I like these guys. Plus, the guy needed the money to buy a race car trailer. So I was in.
Oh, a race car trailer.
Well, that's kind of you.
So I'm like, yeah, good. So so it's cool. The color's cool. I like it. The door, whatever. It gives it character, right?
Yes.
I drive it all the way home.
Oh, no.
And then I get here and I'm on Facebook Marketplace, and right down the road here in Forest Lake, exact same color, exact same year, only much nicer. Doors the same color.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Plus it has a sunroof and an updated stereo system for $200 more. Exact same car.
Yeah.
If I had been patient, maybe renting a car and rented a car and driven it home,
Yeah.
I'd have gotten a better car for $200 more.
Yeah.
But the one I got has character.
Yeah. What
got
color?
something.
What color is the door?
It's just a little lighter greenish blue.
Yeah.
Little lighter.
Did they say why the door was miscolored?
No.
Were they racing it?
They might have been. I think after driving it home, they might have gotten it out of a junkyard and put it together and sold it for the cash so they could buy a race car trailer.
Yeah, and they found the perfect person to buy it.
Yeah, because I'm cool like that.
Yeah, correct.
But when they told me their story about needing to buy a race car trailer, I was like, cool, how much more do you need? You know what I mean?
You just handed them cash.
Right. This little sumbitch, though, wow, it's fun. I'll tell you what's weird, though, is driving a go-kart beside a semi.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I bet.
Especially when the winds are blowing.
Hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
I love it. I like this old car. It's pretty sweet. You know what I said when he said the doors are a different color? I was like, I don't care.
You did say that. Yeah. It sounded like you had a couple of drinks, too, while you were buying automobiles.
Are you going to paint that door?
Probably.
Probably.
I
So
might
there's
paint
more
the whole
money.
damn thing.
Yeah,
Right. So
paint
there's
it.
even more money. So the Forest Lake car
Yeah.
would have been ultimately cheaper and nicer and newer and better and stereo and this and that. So
Guess what? I might go buy the one in Forest Lake.
Yeah, I was going to
buy
ask,
that.
why not?
What do you care?
Buy the
Trade it
Forest
in.
Lake one and then sell this one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say when
Even
the guy
if you can
says,
break even.
when I pull up to the dealership in the exact same car,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Don't you already have this?" I'm gonna go, "I don't care."
Yeah, because you've been drinking again.
Yeah, that's the play. Go buy
Yeah.
the Forest Lake one, but sell this one and just see if you can get as close to breaking even as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the cool thing: they're so small I could park them both in one stall in my garage.
Yeah, you should have both
And when
of
my
them.
neighbors say,
machines.
"Why do you have two cars in that spot?" I'll go, "I don't care."
Wow.
I could fit 40 of these in my garage.
Good for you.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
this little car.
That's
it's going to be
sweet.
great. You guys are going to want to drive it.
Nope, because honestly, it's I've been an SUV driver now for what?
I don't care.
Or like even a mid-sized SUV or an SUV for like 10 plus years, right?
Yeah.
Closer to 15 maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Every time I have to drive, like even temporarily, like my mother-in-law's car or like a smaller car,
Yeah.
I can't believe how claustrophobic and how intimidating like the semi situation you're talking about is. I don't think I would be comfortable driving that car on the freeway. I got to be higher off the ground now, and I got to be in a vehicle that feels like it could survive a minor dust up with a bigger vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, I like it because I'm having fun driving it.
Yeah.
And if there is a crash,
it's over.
The end is near.
Yeah, correct. I was just going to say.
I guess that is, I fear the end more than you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and use that as my coffin at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no.
The one with the sunroof would have been an open casket.
That's
Yeah, come on.
Oh, man.
And they could have played sweet tunes.
I'm going to get it today. Can I drive 2 cars at once?
This car you could, just throw it on top of the other one. Just don't damage the sunroof. Oh, man.
And I'll wave at Max as he's riding his bicycle and from both my cars.
Yeah, both your cars.
Zacho.
I don't know, man. Little cars like that make me nervous.
Yeah.
Not me, man.
Can I tell you guys when we come back or at some point about the weirdest car issue I'm having? And I want your expert's opinion.
I'm the wrong guy, but Chris is the right guy to ask.
because I think I'm getting scammed.
Well, can I speak for all of us?
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah. And I have an idea for the show today.
Ooh.
I'm excited about it.
Sweet.
I'm excited.
All right, let's regroup after this. Sauce is having a car problem. He might be getting scammed. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Power Hour goes live at 8 a.m. KFAN.com/ is where you can. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
That's right. Looks like this part of the Twin Cities anyway is going to miss this blizzard.
Yeah, I was watching the news last night, and Belinda Jensen was saying something like 6 to 10's possible down kind of by Rochester, that kind of corner. And it's supposed to be wet and heavy snow. Too. So like back-breaking shoveling kind of snow.
It is.
Super fun.
Yeah, we might get an inch, but we might not.
We might get a hockey,
yeah.
That's the worst.
Yeah, man.
But it'll melt quick.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Everybody be cool. All right, what's your car problem, baby?
Okay,
so are you getting scammed?
So I might be, I might not. So I get a letter in the mail from the company that I pay my lease to, right? Like you get a lease at a car, and then the company sells it off like you would a mortgage, right?
Yeah.
And I get a letter, and I open it up, and I'm like, man, I've never got a letter from this company. I open it up, and it says what my car payment is. I'm like, okay, well, that's, auto paid all the time. Then I look over, and it says miscellaneous fees, $515. I'm like, miscellaneous fees for what? And then on the very bottom of it, it says property tax. It says I owe $515 in property tax for my car.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
That's not a thing, right?
No. Why? It's no.
But it's from, I called. It's the exact company that I pay my lease to.
Right.
So it's not like a scam as in it's a fake company. This is who I pay the lease to. And now they want $515 for property tax on a car.
And it's a lease?
It's a leased vehicle. Yeah.
Some states have a personal property tax on leased vehicles. You will generally be responsible for payment of any applicable personal property tax either to the lessor or directly to the taxing authority. Personal property tax is based on percentage of the vehicle's value.
So it is a thing.
Apparently, I'd never heard of that before.
But wait a minute, but I lease.
Yeah.
I've never had that. I mean,
I've never got one.
Everything I've ever paid is just built into the auto pay monthly fee.
Maybe you've never looked at it before.
Yeah, but
they're asking for additional money.
So I called and I said, if this is the case and this is a real thing, I'll pay it, but just take it out of the monthly payment. And the person on the phone was like, no, you have to pay that up front.
Yeah, I've never done that.
What? It just doesn't make any sense. There are a bunch of people that are like, it's a thing in other states, but not here. I've never got a bill.
So it's different than paying your tabs on a yearly basis.
Yeah,
it's
which
not
I
that.
have. Yeah, no, it's weird because I can't. And then I called Hopkins Jeep Walzer, and they were great about it. And the guy's like, I don't know what that is. And then he said to get back to me. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I'll pay it if I have to, but I've never heard of such a thing. Property tax on a vehicle.
Well, hang on.
And I don't live in it.
That was my question.
I don't live in it.
It's weird that you beat me to it, but that was my question. Is I didn't want to pry, I didn't want to get personal, but have you moved out and live in your Jeep?
No.
You are here quite early.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't live in the ramp?
I do not. No.
Because if that's the case, that's Allie property.
Yeah. Oh, that lady. Hawk loves that lady. The
Who, Allie?
The Allie property lady. The
rhubarb lady.
The rhubarb lady. Yeah, you'd bang her, right?
I don't know why you gotta be so crass about it.
But yeah, she's mean.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah.
She's
So
pretty.
yeah.
What would you do if you did move into your Jeep?
I don't
Where
know
would
if
you park
could.
it? Would you park it in the ramp?
You know where I would park it? Hawk's garage, because there's plenty of room for me.
Not anymore. He's going to have 2 Fiats.
No, he'd move those out for me.
Yeah, you can live in one of the Fiats.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm too big.
Going to have to open that sunroof.
I'm too large.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can certainly email us or let us know if that's a scam. But from what I'm reading here, multiple accounts say it's not a scam.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only leased one vehicle, but in that time that I leased it, I don't remember paying that.
But as you know, the people at Walzer were like, that would be something you'd pay up front.
Yeah.
You would not pay that in the middle. I mean, the lease is like halfway over. You wouldn't pay that throughout the middle of the lease.
You know what? Don't pay it and see what happens.
I don't want to do that because I take real pride in my credit score that used to be the same as my weight. So I don't want to. I mean, I don't know.
Your credit score was 410?
I mean, close. If not lower. Yeah.
Tell me about it, brother.
Yeah. Listen to the Hulkster. Now it's great. I take super good pride in my credit score.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're at the point in your life, who cares? You have a house.
Yeah.
Like, what do you need good credit scores for moving forward?
To show off. I like looking at it every once in a
To show
while.
off? Who knows your credit score?
I mean, my wife, I tell her every once in a while.
Do you think she's impressed?
No, but I used to be like in the no joke, the low 300s.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was really bad. Yeah. I didn't have any money.
Why did you have a bad credit score?
I don't know.
Did you have any credit cards?
One time, like 20 years ago, I got a credit card to go to see the Dave Matthews Band in Las Vegas, and I never paid it back.
Well, I mean,
that's a problem.
I think that, we didn't get to the bottom of the scam controversy very quickly, but I think we figured this one out pretty quickly. You got one credit card, ran up a bunch of money on it, never paid it back.
I didn't even.
Did you think, was it called Dad's Visa?
No,
Is that what you thought?
that I got taken from me, or I would have just charged it on that. Yeah. All those credit cards were taken from me. But yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, big spring sale on Amazon.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, we've lost him.
Both of us. I've moved on too.
So I have an idea. Do you guys want to hear my idea?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me see if I can, because I just loaded my intro in. And so I got to update the.
You didn't run it by our imaging guy?
Nope.
Oh, no.
I don't do. Who would that be now?
You got to send it to the hub.
Isn't it Diego?
Is it Diego? Zacco?
I mean, technically, but he's
busy.
in charge
busy.
of
Right, he's
500 radio stations now.
Yeah. Diego's
I
great.
think he's one of 2 left that we have.
He's great.
Great
dude.
I want to take the radio show back in time. Sometimes you got to move forward by going backwards. So I have a crazy idea. Okay? The segment would be called
Call us now and tell us what's on your mind.
So at 6:40 today, we just opened the phone line.
Yes.
Keep a finger on the dump button, and we just let people call in.
Call us now and tell us what's on your mind.
Man,
And
that
whatever's on their mind.
That was A+ imaging.
Thank you.
guy. Man.
No
That's
offense,
great.
but Diego couldn't have pulled that off.
No.
Oh, what's on her?
Like this, hold on.
Yeah, we haven't taken calls in like 14 years.
Oh, if not longer.
Something like that.
Going backwards by going forwards.
Is this somebody
Wait a minute.
calling in?
Other way around.
Somebody's calling in. I love the idea.
Good morning. What's on your mind?
Oh, no.
Call us now and tell us what's on your mind.
Can't hear you.
Hey, Zach, do you have
There we go.
Hey!
any idea what the phone number is, Zach?
1-800-320-5326.
That's it, yeah. So when we do this bit, we'll have people call that number.
Okay.
And I'll play the intro, and then we'll answer the phone, and we'll be like, what's on your mind? And they can be like, hey, guys, a long-time listener, first-time caller. Are you going to say anything?
Oh, I was just waiting to see what was on their mind. All right, so what's on your mind?
Oh, man, I got to tell you guys, I woke up this morning.
Oh, no.
And I got an itch, and it runs from my treasure trail, past my prives, down to my taint,
Past your
circles, and then goes up my spine.
Oh.
Any idea what that is?
No, that doesn't sound good. Sounds like you need to call, like, Minute Clinic.
Sounds like scoliosis.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that. Do you have any other issues?
What's that?
Do you have any other issues?
Sure, I have another issue.
What is it?
Mark Rosen.
What do you do?
He gave me this itch that goes from my treasure trail.
Oh, my God.
Past my privates.
No,
This
prives.
circle around
Past
my-
your
this is my
prives.
spine.
Past your prives.
Yeah, past your prives.
That's my prives.
Yeah.
Then circles. Then up your spine.
Hold on. Hold on.
Call us now.
Might be cool.
Call us now and tell us what's on your mind.
Hi, boys.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
This is May.
Hey, May.
How you doing?
Great.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
What's it like to make love to a man with a head the size of Jupiter?
I don't know if I can answer that.
You made love to yourself?
No. But I would bet it's not great.
I have a question for Zach.
Yes, May.
You ever tried out sweet pie?
No, but I'm willing to.
Is this really what's on your mind, May?
Is this what did you say?
It is. I've been sitting around wondering as I was taking a sweet number 2,
Oh, well, call Hawk.
and I looked down at what's going on with my privs, and I said, I wonder if I could entice Zach over to this side of the fence with my sweet prives.
Hey, May.
Well, describe it.
Well, describe my number 2?
No, describe your privates.
Well, look down at what you got in your pants right now. Look down there. Are you looking, meat sauce?
How do you know my name?
She listens to the
My
show.
privates
Are you
are just-
dumb?
Yes.
She
How
loves
do I know
this
your
show. She
Sorry,
called
May.
in because she wanted to be a part of the segment.
Go ahead, May.
Yeah, this is what's on my mind. My privates are just a little smaller than yours, meat sauce. And I'm a lady.
Yeah.
Diddle, diddle. Diddle, diddle.
She's doing nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
Or play-by-play.
Zacho,
Yes.
yes or no?
Yes, May. It would be an honor to take a gander at your prives.
I'm 90 years old.
Oh, my.
I'll count the rings.
Do you know what Grandpa used to say?
No.
What's that?
He used to say that I had the kind of legs he liked
Which are what? Keep in mind, May, it's 6:02.
because I had feet at one end.
Okay. So we'll try this bit at 6:40 and see if it goes anywhere. We'll do front page
No,
sports.
she hung up.
Yeah, she had enough.
So what do you think?
I love it.
Well, we won't know until 6:40.
So we're gonna try our bit. We're gonna go backwards. We're gonna go
When do
forwards
you-
by going backwards.
When do you honestly think we stopped doing like a lot of calls? Because obviously
Yeah.
the first handful of years of the Power Trip, that's all we were was a
Yeah, for
call-in
sure.
show.
Right.
Then we slowly kind of pulled back. But when do you think we just said let's stop taking calls? Because like 1 out of 10 is good, and the other 9 are just wasting our time.
Star was still here, and we
Yeah.
stopped taking calls. So I would say probably
10?
4 years and 5. Well, maybe a little longer.
Well,
into
Sauce,
it.
what year did you get here?
About 07.
Were we
So I
still
started-
taking a lot of calls at that point?
Not really, no.
It was starting to fade?
Yeah.
So somewhere between like 07 and 09 or 10, we had just said that was enough.
Yeah.
So it's been at least 15 years
Right.
since we took almost any calls. Now the only calls we take are the jackpot on Friday,
Yep.
And once in a while, if we're just like completely overwhelmed with we don't know what we're talking about and we just ask for calls because we don't want to Google it.
Yeah.
But now with ChatGPT and Google, we could almost always just look it up.
Yeah. Or the text line.
Which I've already closed down. And Barrero didn't argue with anybody yesterday, so it bummed me out.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's always
That's sad. Yeah, there's always today.
There's always today, yeah. Front Page Sports is next. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Thanks for the call, May.
The Fan.
Hi, welcome back. Here's things. Sports things. On your home of all things sports. The Power Trip Morning Show and the Fan.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Yeah. Holiday, man.
Yeah, get some donuts and coffee. You can get that bakery meal deal. 2 ring donuts plus a medium hot coffee. Just ask for the old bakery meal deal at Holiday for a limited time. I want donuts. I want coffee. I want Holiday.
I want a smooch.
Yeah. It's at Holiday yesterday getting the old lottery tickets. I didn't see. Nobody won last night.
I haven't seen yet.
I didn't look. I think if somebody won it in Minnesota, we would have heard about it.
Oh, yeah.
And I live in Minnesota, and I didn't win, so. But there's always next time. Thanks, Holiday.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's see here. Where do we start with? Let's start with some Vikings news. Why not?
Did we get us a running back?
Well, we got ourselves a cornerback. The Vikings agreed to a deal with cornerback Jeff Okudah, who was the number 3 overall pick just 5 years ago. Has already played for the Lions, Falcons, and Texans. In his career, which, of course, so far has been a bust. Let's just call a spade for the number 3 overall pick. This has just not worked out. But maybe Flores can do some magic with Mr. Okudah. He's 6'1", 205, but in his career, 177 tackles, just 2 interceptions. And again, already 3 teams. This is his 4th team in 5 years.
Man, yeah. He had a lot of promise. He was super good at Ohio State, and it just never has worked out. Maybe this is the time. We'll see. It's worth having.
Flores can do something with him.
Yeah, the depth and all of it.
I believe.
This other one's got to be just a complete flyer or special teams or something, but the Vikings also agreed to terms with wide receiver Tim Jones.
A special teams guy.
Yeah, 100%.
3 seasons, 17 catches, 154 yards, and 0 touchdowns, and 6 tackles.
Yeah.
Previously with the Jags.
Yeah, 100% of special teams.
Never heard of him.
Yep.
You guys heard of him? No?
No, I've never heard of him.
No.
I know him well.
Yeah, Hawk knows him, yeah. They went to high school together.
Former Viking center Garrett Bradbury did what everybody was reporting, and that is signing with the New England Patriots. A 2-year deal, up to $12 million with $3.8 million guaranteed. 29 years old. He was our first rounder in 2019. What was he, 18th overall, 17th overall? Somewhere in that range. Late teens. Yeah. And, he was fine.
Yeah, he was fine.
Just wasn't the lockdown
18th overall pick
statue for a decade like we thought he was going to be, but thought he was going to be a pillar of the offensive line.
We did.
He was okay.
Yeah.
Nice guy, everybody says, right?
Yeah, great
Everybody
dude,
likes Garrett.
Yeah.
But New England for at least a year or 2.
Yeah.
Fun.
Right,
Good
why
area.
not? Is the old baseball game up and running? Did it start at 5?
FS1.
FS1?
That would be 878.
How do you know all that stuff?
Yeah, how do you know that?
Because I watch TV.
I don't know why you had to do that accent.
Yeah, why did you talk like that?
Felt problematic.
I think it's 3-1. 5-1 now.
Yep, 5-1. The Los Angeles Dodgers of Anaheim continue to dominate the Cubs, and our friend Dubs down the hall is pissed. The Cubs 0-1, the Dodgers 1-0, but that is bottom 4, and the Dodgers lead the Cubs 5-1. That is in Tokyo, Japan, part of the MLB World Tour Tokyo Series.
Yeah.
Is this the last one? Are they doing a full game?
I think it's just a 2-game series.
Just a 2-game series?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they playing in London this year?
I don't know. That's a great question. That's a John Bonus question. I'm sure he's going. He went the one year the Phillies played and then got drunk with Hawk's friend Andy.
Yeah, that happens. Something about him brings out the alcohol.
Yeah, Andy's just looking for an excuse to get drunk.
Yeah.
Andy doesn't care about baseball.
Electronic Arts raised the NIL payment for its college football game from around $600 to $1,500.
Wow.
Last year, EA offered about 11,000 college football players around $500 plus a copy of the game. And essentially all of them took it, right? Almost everybody took it. They also had some, quote, ambassadors that got paid about $1,500. Now everyone's getting paid $1,500.
Yeah, it's a fun game for about 2 hours. Then it gets kind of repetitive and boring, like any EA sports game.
Yeah, I think it needs some more new features, and we'll see how it grows. I mean, I think it was a great start.
Yeah, for about 2 weeks, I loved it.
Right, same. Yeah.
So what do you think the number one reason you guys both just gave up on it was?
The easy setting was too easy and the hard setting was too hard.
And that's the difference between like MLB The Show, where it's got like it gets harder as you get better at it. And when you get bad at it because it's too hard, it goes back down. It's the perfect setup, but it's like the perfect setup for a video game. Madden is all pro is way too hard. And as Hawk said, rookie is you just run for 500 yards. You just run around the end.
Yeah, it's too easy. I won the national championship with Iowa State.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Weren't you the linebacker?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That was BA.
It's too easy or way too hard.
I went with the Gophers.
Oh.
Well,
and set every record like the first year.
Pretty unrealistic.
I could have made it harder, but I also...
It's video games. It's fun to play.
This is a super tough question for the radio because it's a visual question. But remember yesterday we were watching this Dodgers-Cubs thing, and we were like, what is Fox doing? They have this like replay where they show the pitch coming in, but then the batter is almost like in the Matrix and glitches out, Zachary. And you're like, yeah, they're doing a lot of weird things. They just did it again. I don't even understand. No, again, the sound's off. I don't understand what they're looking for.
Is this real life? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I saw it yesterday.
I don't understand what the point of it is. It's the batter truly looks like a computer glitch. And then you see the pitch coming in. What's the purpose of that replay? Anybody have any idea?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is it's a way to visualize what the
catcher's seeing.
Yeah, that's
but why does how come the pitchers look? The pitcher looks exactly like it's real life.
I guess maybe it's more of to see where the batter missed, because I think they kept showing it whenever the batter missed the ball. So maybe it's a way of showing like how I mean, I'm just
I don't know, but
here.
it's unwatchable.
I was asking the same thing.
It's unwatchable.
Yesterday.
It looks like it's a mistake.
You ever wonder this? I just wondered this. You guys remember, hey, bada, it's a wing, bada. You remember that?
From Ferris
Bueller's. Yell that, right? Remember, you guys used to yell that, right?
Oh,
People
yeah.
yelled that. Remember? Do you think there was ever anybody who was at the bat and was like, son of a bitch, I just can't do it. Once they start chatting and they start chanting that, I can't do it. I can't hit the damn ball. I can't see it. I get distracted. Please, guys.
See, but what if it is the opposite?
Yeah.
What if it's like, oh my God, I'm at the plate. I have no idea what to do.
Correct.
And somebody in the crowd goes, swing a batter. And you're like, oh my God.
Now?
Now I get it.
I should try that. If I wouldn't just stop glitching, I could swing.
Why can't you hit it? You were doing so great. Did you not hear them? They're throwing me off.
I hadn't been to a high school-ish
that's 'cause you're banned.
game
you can't.
for a long, long time, right? Because my girls aren't in competitive sports. Not like that, at least. They're little ones in gymnastics, but not like, hockey or football or basketball or something. But my nephew won the state tournament the other day with Prior Lake for hockey.
Wow,
super
congrats.
cool.
That's huge.
And I hadn't been to an atmosphere like that in a long time. So I'm at the Plymouth Ice Center. It's absolutely stacked and packed, right? Prior Lake versus, I think, Lakeville South. And so you got a bunch of like ninth graders cheering and chanting at the other schools.
Yeah.
Right? It's just been a long time since I've been around that. And, they're doing taunting chants and they're trying to be as loud as possible and as obnoxious as possible. And they're yelling Civ to the goalie. I used to do that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is so weird as a parent when they're like, Civ, Civ, Civ. And I'm like, man, I feel bad for this guy.
That's somebody's kiddo.
I was that idiot yelling at other goalies, calling them a Civ.
Of course.
And as a parent, it was just like, oh man, lay off the kid. He's doing his best. It's so weird how that changes. But my favorite moment, even though Prior Lake won, was it 2-1 or 3? I think it was 3-0. And the Prior Lake kids start going, why so quiet? You know, they're they're taunting because, you guys are pretty quiet over there. Almost the second a why so quiet chant ended, Lakeville South scored their one goal and just erupted. Yeah. And I looked back over at the Prior Lake kids and they're like, whoops. It was like Homer Simpson straight back into the hedges. Like, brilliant. Whoops. We could not have timed that chant any worse. Oh, man, that's a different perspective as a parent.
Correct. Yeah.
All of them felt mean. All of them felt unnecessary. Just leave the kids alone. They're all doing their best.
Leave them alone.
And it is weird because it's an adult now. Again, I don't understand booing. I don't understand heckling.
Yeah.
You know, the guys, remember you and I were saying those 2 guys at the Yankees game, whatever, that tried to grab the ball out of his glove. I'm like, I hate those guys.
Those guys are trash.
I just don't understand it anymore. But, these are like 9th grade kids. I totally understand it because I was that exact kid in 9th grade.
Yeah.
Exact kid.
Yeah.
Siv!
Yeah. You suck. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're all doing their best.
Yeah, they're doing their best.
They're just kiddos.
All right, what really matters is next. This Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan. Fan.
That's right, Tennessee. Thank you.
And, hey, Wolves fans, you know we don't just talk ball, we live it. And now we're throwing you a full court lob with $15 tickets to select March games.
Oh, brilliant.
Don't just hear us break it down, be there. Feel the energy, lose your voice, and out with us.
This is great.
The girls.
What's on your mind? We're here for you or no more.
See, who needs an imaging director? You just have ChatGPT essentially do it. You have AI do it.
Timberwolves.com/March. Use the code KFAN ! To get your $15 tickets.
The cities are going crazy about what's happening next segment.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah,
They're going crazy. You can feel the anticipation as we return to the days of the old.
Yeah, we're going forward by going backward.
This will be
15
great.
years.
God, what a banger.
We really want to know. Next segment. Get ready.
This is what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports and in between. Chris will change your life with
really
something
matters,
else. Yep. Let's start with wild news presented by Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. If you're a Twin Cities contractor, boost your build with Catalyst. Thanks, Catalyst.
Thank you.
The Minnesota Wild and the Seattle Kraken square off tonight at 8:30. That's because it is a nationally televised game, but more importantly, you can hear it right here on The Fan. I think I didn't check the schedule. 8:30 tonight.
Wait, why didn't you check the schedule?
I deleted it the second Abbott sent it.
Oh.
I know what time the Power Trip's on. It's 5:30 to 9.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know.
8:52 puck drop.
Yeah, back in the day, I needed to know, what days are Sludge and Lake on? Do we have Wolves conflicts? Is there a special fan outdoors? What am I doing?
What's on your mind?
Right? Do we have a Saturday show? Because Lake and I used to do a weekend show as well. Now it's like, I'm 5:30 to 9. I don't need to see the schedule.
Yeah.
You know?
You don't want to preview of what's going on?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure somebody will tell me. And if they don't, I'll just move on with my life.
It's an honor to get that schedule because one day you won't.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I should be so lucky. What really matters is this.
The Powerpuff Girls. Great cartoon. Originally was called Whoop Ass Stew.
What? Whoop Ass Stew?
Yep.
That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, S-T-U or S-T-E-W?
E-W.
Whoop ass stew.
Don't make me go make us a kettle of whoop ass stew.
Man, your grandpa said that a lot, I bet.
Sounded more like my grandma, I hope.
Yeah. Wow.
The Wolves host New Orleans tonight and Friday at 7 o'clock. A couple of home games against the same team, which we were talking about yesterday with Marnie. It's a little bit strange, but why not? Makes sense. Cuts down on the travel.
Yeah.
Why not? The Wolves are 40-30. They just had their 8-game win streak snapped in a weird one against Indiana, but we're fine. The Pelicans are terrible. They're 18-51. They're 6-28 on the road.
Ugh.
They've lost 3 straight and 7 of their last 8. Let's go. Let's just bury this team twice and call it a day, shall we?
Your Wolves are 12.5-point favorites.
But what really matters is this.
Wow. Don't make us open a can of whoop-ass stew on you.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I think Shohei just blasted a home run.
Sweet.
Are they playing right now?
Yeah. Right now, yeah, in Tokyo.
Tokyo, come in Tokyo.
The Cubs want him to review this and challenge it. They weren't sure it was over the line, but...
over the line.
We'll see.
So his toe sipped over.
Big
deal.
Did you guys know that Neil Armstrong claims he said... one small step for a man, but the A was dropped because the transmission cut out.
Oh.
That's what he says.
One small step for a man.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I till right now, you didn't, but now you know. And you're better, aren't you?
It's hard to not have, like confirmation bias and just know what it's always been. But which one do you like better? One small step for a man or one small step for man? I think it's better without the A.
Yeah, I think it's better
that just
without
might be
the
because
A.
that's how it's always been said.
Yeah.
One small step for man.
Yeah.
One giant leap for mankind.
Yeah. It's a great line.
Ooh, that might be fan interference there. I don't know about Shohei's home run there. I don't really care, but that's controversial.
I will say, as they look at it again here,
give it to him.
Yeah, just give it to him. Who cares?
It's Shohei.
And it's not regular season, is it?
Oh, it is, yeah. This
never mind
counts.
then. Yeah, don't give it to him then.
Under review, Shohei's home run.
Right, like if they spent this much time on a spring
they gave it to him. They gave it to him.
Yeah, it's Shohei, man.
You got to give it to him then.
Yeah.
If it's Shohei.
He's the best baseball player of all time.
First home run this season, solo home run shot for Shohei, 6'2" Dodgers. But what really matters is this.
The Jaws poster. It says Jaws, and then there's a woman swimming, and the Sharky coming up,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The woman was 24-year-old model Allison Mayer. She posed by lying across 2 stools in a swimming position while Roger Castell painted the cover picture.
Oh.
So, dumb question, but I think you just answered it. So that is not the same gal that gets thrashed in the opening scene.
It is not.
It's just another random gal that appears to be swimming naked.
That's right.
To replicate that actress, but it's a different actress.
That is correct.
Yeah, I never knew if it was the same gal, and honestly, it doesn't matter, right? It's the same idea. It's you're swimming at the top of the water, and here comes the shark.
Hawk, you need this $180 Jaws poster.
I got to save my money to buy that second.
Can I send it to you, though?
Sure.
It's framed and everything.
Yeah, is it autographed by the lady?
Yeah, it's autographed by the lady and then Richard Dreyfuss.
Ready to fight.
Man, that poster is terrifying. What a great film.
Thank you.
Fantastic film.
You know, AI can't say the word whoop ass. It's trying, but it can't.
Whoopus?
open up a can of Whoopus stew.
Yeah, Whoopus Gangnam Style.
Great song.
Time to take on whoever's in my way.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm feeling the heat, but I won't back down. Whoop this stew is what I'm known for. Sound like a crown, go to Whoopus.
Poor
fun.
AI.
Oh.
He can't talk.
He'll get there.
Yeah.
Number 11, North Carolina beat number 11, San Diego State. I know that's confusing because it's that garbage first 4 stuff. They're the same seed. But they won 95-68. So North Carolina, a controversial pick even for the NCAA tournament, is moving on.
Yeah.
What really matters, though, is this.
The King of Greece in 1920, was killed after a monkey bite. King Alexander I was trying to break up a fight between his German Shepherd and a pet monkey on the royal grounds. When a second monkey came in and attacked him and bit him, that wound became infected, and he died of sepsis 3 weeks later.
Oh. That sucks.
Well, let him fight.
Don't
open up a can of whoop-ass stew.
Whoopus.
I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to I have no idea how many kings there are in the world. Like, I didn't know there was a king of Greece. Did you guys know that Greece had a king?
I don't think that there still is.
Maybe there isn't. See, that's
I don't
part of
think
the
that there
problem.
is. Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, how many countries remain with kings?
Norway, I think, still has a monarchy. Sweden, maybe.
I mean, but is it 10 or is it 50? Right? I have no idea how many still have that in place.
Hey, Siri, how many countries still have kings?
I'm going to guess it's somewhere in that 10 to 20 range.
44 nations.
44?
Jeez.
Oh, this is better. Listen to this.
God dang.
Listen to this. It gave me an alternate version of whoop-ass stew.
This will be great.
Let the battle begin. No more talk. Time to show them who's king. Let the fun begin. Open a can. Gonna make sure they see the sign. Gonna give it all. Ready to take on whoever stands tall. Whoop and stew. It's the game we play.
Yeah, take this, Sum 41. Try this, Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Whoop-a-stew.
Hawk loves that band.
I'm going to name my next band Whoop-a-stew.
Yeah, you have to.
Or stew.
Name your next stew, Whoopis Stew.
Oh, man, that sounds delicious, doesn't it?
Sauce, what would you put in Whoopis Stew?
That's a good question. I would start with some beef broth. I would start with some beef chunks.
Oh, Chef Hy-Vee Keitel over there.
I think it was Harvey Keitel if he shopped at Hy-Vee.
Yeah, brilliant.
Hy-Vee
Some
Keitel.
carrots, some red potatoes.
My brain's so far ahead of my mouth.
A little bit of garlic. Simmer that bastard for like 4 or 5 hours and then eat it.
Whoop-a-stew.
Yeah, stew's great.
Wait, what do we do at the end?
Little red wine, couple of shallots. Won't take away the beef's natural flavor.
Whoa, the blood.
Oh, my God.
The beef.
Jesus.
Man, you use every part of the cow.
Wow.
Beef's natural flavor.
That wasn't much better.
No. Yeah,
Say it
man.
fast.
Don't waste any of the parts.
No.
Say it fast.
This is fishy.
The beef's natural.
No, say it faster.
Beef's natural flavor. What am I saying? Oh, got it. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
We know what's on your mind.
Don't put that in Whoopis Stew.
Yeah, Hawk would eat
Gross.
it. Right, Hawk, you'd eat it.
Yeah. Chicken.
Yeah. What did your grandpa always say?
All right, this has the potential to be awesome or an absolute train wreck, which is my favorite part of this show
It'll be
anyway.
great.
Almost every segment we do is either awesome or terrible.
We will answer your questions too. If you have something on your mind, and it could be a comment, it could be a question, it could just be an observation, it could be a review of a product or a person.
It could be a slur against one of us.
I hope not. I hope there's no slurring. That's why we have the dump button.
What?
It could be. It's whatever's on their
What
mind.
slur would they use against you?
Wait until you see how creative the internet is.
Man, I'll tell you, I wish I hadn't put into their mind the idea of slurs. Please don't slur. Is that a verb?
Sure, yeah.
What's on your mind? 1-800-320-5326. You better get on the phones now because we only got a little bit of time for this. So you better get in quick and tell us what's on your mind on the Power Trip. 1-800-320-5326. Right after this on the Fan. Everybody sing it. Oh, what's on your mind?
Fan.
About to witness history. 1-800-320-5326. We want to know what's on your mind. And we've got our full phone lines. Just tell us what's on your mind. There's no parameters. Just don't cuss or say slurs.
That would be great.
Yeah.
We want to know what's on your mind.
All right,
we
should
care.
see?
Moving
Let's
forwards
see
by
what
going
happens.
backwards.
Yeah, this is like 15 years in the making. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Good morning. What is your name?
My name's Josh.
Hi, Josh. Good morning.
Josh, what's on your mind?
Well, I've been listening to the show all morning, and the one thing I can't get out of my head is the last Starfighter.
That's it! Alpha Centauri!
Oh, yeah.
Dude, thank you!
What is the Last Starfighter?
Oh, you've never seen The Last Starfighter?
Never even heard of it.
One of my favorite movies from my youth.
1984.
Josh, great movie, right?
A great movie. Video game.
Yeah.
Comes alive.
That's right. So kid has a video game in his trailer park, and he plays it, and that's like a recruiting tool for these aliens who are looking for starfighters to fight in this war they've got. And this kid's good enough at the video game that they come down and pick him up, and he becomes a starfighter. Which, by the way, great concept for a movie, right, Josh?
That's one of my favorites.
I love it, man. See, this is working out perfectly, Josh. You started it out great. Thanks, dude.
Awesome.
There goes.
There he
Nick.
goes.
Say it, Nick.
Definitely. This is nice of them to be listening.
Yeah.
Good morning. What's your name?
Hey, who dis? Hi, Nick. What?
It is Nick.
Welcome back, Mr. Hawk.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, good. I've been thinking about Will Buckland the last couple of weeks and how he didn't have a nickname.
Yeah.
Could I get a nickname, Sauce?
Yeah. What's what some of the activities you do?
I'm from the same Dakota as Marnie, not the same stupid town.
Okay.
Ron Zamas just talked about Aaron Rodgers. I don't like that. I'm at my kid's daycare right now, waiting to drop them off.
All right.
So is that enough?
Yeah. What if we just call you Zamas?
I got it.
Yeah,
I
you're
love
Zamas.
it.
Bye, Zamas.
See that happen? How do you feel, Zamas?
Say hi to Will for us.
Okay.
Love you.
There he goes.
So that's now Nick Zamas, or just Zamas?
Just Zamas.
Don't you think eventually he'll become just
Or Moss, yeah.
Yeah.
So already, a random caller named Nick has a nickname, and your buddy Will did not. And you claim he was a real person and you were close with him.
Yeah, Will and I were close.
I don't buy it. You seem closer to random caller Nick from one of the Dakotas.
Ron Zamas, Woodhawk.
100%. She likes sports. Good morning. What is your name?
Hi, you're on the radio.
Hello?
Hi, you're on the radio. Who dis?
This is Nate.
Nate, you're on, man. What do you got? What's on your mind?
All right. Okay, I'm not sure if this is right for the bit, but I've been dying to tell you guys this story because Common is obsessed with Grok, the AI version on X, the Twitter machine.
Okay.
And he likes to go, he says, tell me about Mark Rosen. And he accidentally typed it into his feed, and someone replied like instantly and said, she's an actress, and I just about died laughing.
Brilliant.
She's an
I'm not
actress.
sure if you guys seen that because he delivered it or he deleted it after like 3 minutes. So I think about it randomly and I just laugh to myself sometimes.
That's brilliant.
See, I love it. I have no
She's an
idea.
actress.
That's beautiful. Thanks, dog.
Appreciate it, man.
There he
Nate
goes.
Dog.
What's on your mind?
Have you guys messed around with Grok yet a lot?
No.
I have not.
A little bit. Trying the images.
He's big.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So have you said, like, Grok, put J.J. McCarthy in a hot tub
Wow.
and just see what happens?
No, not yet.
Or
ever.
Or, hey, Grok, Mitch Voigt from the Michigan baseball team. Have him in slow motion running down a beach.
Yeah. And then Mitch from the Twins.
Yeah, sure, why not? That one, too.
6 is next.
All right. Good morning. What is your name?
Hi, you're on the radio. What is your name?
Hello?
You're on the radio.
Well, the radio?
That's right. What's on your mind?
Obviously, it's good that you're back, my man.
What up, dude?
Here's my question. Well, first of all, you know what drives me nuts? White people.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think you called the wrong station.
Hey, Sauce, is anybody's hog out right now?
No, nobody's hogs out. Corey's might, but he's sitting down.
What are you talking about? Mine's not out.
That's what's on his mind.
All right.
Thanks, buddy. See you later. There he goes. Well, that one didn't go as well, but
Yeah.
that's
Was that
okay.
Babyface?
It might have been. It sounded like Babyface, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did kind of.
Yeah.
And Babyface famously did not care for white people.
That's true. And he was maybe the whitest person that ever lived.
Yep, and that's coming from me, too.
Yeah.
His hog was out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
Nathan Forrest was like, that kid's white.
Yeah.
Good morning. What's your name?
Hi. Our listeners don't know how to.
Yeah, that part's
Hello.
weird.
Hi. Can you hear us?
Oh, well, they're hanging on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Did you
okay.
hang up on him as soon as he
Yeah,
started talking?
well, it's like we were waiting 6 seconds. You got to be ready. Good morning. What is your name?
Michael from Duluth.
What
Hi,
up,
Michael.
Michael? What's on your mind, Michael?
Two things. Wondering if the St. Paul Saints could get in the
KRP in Cincinnati crew. Matches right up. Got the Venus flytrap. Perfect, right?
Yeah.
Johnny
Fever.
Johnny Rocker for Hawk.
Yeah, yeah.
And then second, if I could just say congratulations to my cousin Meat Sauce on the birth of his new son.
Oh, thank you.
Look at there.
Appreciate
yes,
that.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Thank you. There he goes. That's what's on his mind.
That's your cousin.
Yeah.
Was it really?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know
well,
if
it
I
is
have
now.
No, he's closer to random caller Nick than he is Will Buckland or his own cousin who just called to congratulate him on the birth of his son Louis.
Most of the people on WKRP are no longer with us, but I like the idea.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Duluth. We'll be there in a couple months.
Yeah, and
details to come.
Market of the year or something like that for their company too. How about that? Good for them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Power Trip in Duluth,
Well done,
I think,
Mary.
in a couple of months.
I did not know that.
What's on your mind?
Good morning. What's your name?
Hi.
Hello?
You're on the radio. What's on your mind?
Hello?
This is not working.
Yeah, they get confused sometimes.
They do. I wonder if that doesn't sound right or something. Maybe our phone system sucks. That wouldn't surprise me.
man, it's state of the art.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Brilliant.
I guess.
State of the art.
Yeah.
Good morning. What is your name?
Hi.
This is Mr. Bojangles, 612.
What up, Mr. Bojangles? Dance.
Hey, yeah, exactly, Hockey. I knew you knew what was going on. Yeah, I just wanted to say I just picked up some cane, and I was going to go put on a new tonneau cover this morning, and I was going to make a couple 7th Avenue pizzas while I was putting it on.
That is a Power Trip supporter, and we appreciate this.
We love you. I love it. That's great, and we love it.
Yeah, and you know what I did? I just drove my new car from one of those Luther dealerships to pick up my tonneau cover while I was going over to those grocery stores that sell those 7th Avenue pizzas.
Genius.
Were you pulling your parts?
Well, no. But
do you have?
Once I get the tonneau cover on my new truck from Luther.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, thank you guys. I was going to say, I think this is the best segment that's happened in about 14 years.
Oh.
Wow. Thanks, man.
Appreciate that.
He loves it.
Appreciate that.
He loves the bit.
That guy's great.
I wonder if that guy has really ugly windows. To the point where you go, like, I go to somebody's house and I'm like, oh,
yeah.
God! Oh, my God! Oh, those are embarrassing. Oh, those are ugly windows.
Just go to
I can't
Window
even see
Nation.
through them.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind, lovely listener? 1-800-320-5326. Please, as soon as we answer, start talking.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Man, I'm horny. How about you?
Wow.
Same. Hey, this is Mark. I just wanted to make sure I had the right number because I can never get through to initials. So I've been trying for like 20 years to the initials. So,
Yeah, well,
10 years, I know. So.
What are the initials for this Friday? Go ahead, guess.
This Friday, let's go with are you going to the mall later?
Keep spelling, mister.
I love this guy.
All right,
I love him. Thanks, brother. There you go.
I don't believe I've ever used RU. That might be a tough combo.
Yeah.
Man, I can't. Yeah. Rusted underwear.
Oh.
Hockey. Rusted underwear.
What the hell would RU even be? I can't even picture my list of.
I'm trying to get rusty out of my head here, but.
Can any of us think of one?
Randy Undertaker.
Yeah. Randy Arsh.
Well, Rachel Ucatel,
Arsh?
remember her? Isn't that the gal that Tiger Woods slept with?
Probably, yeah.
Robin. No.
Yeah.
Good morning. What is your name?
Hello?
Hi. You're on the radio. What's on your mind?
Hi, this is God. I have a quick message for Corey.
Hi, God. I have a quick
Oh, my
message
God.
for
Thank
Corey.
God you called.
First of all, let me just say I am so sorry. My bad.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know if you were a little bit nicer to me, maybe I'd let you eat pizza.
Oh.
So you're the one holding me back from eating pizza.
Yep. You said all those bad things about me and tater tots too. Sorry.
You know, it's no surprise to me that God sounds like Nick Swardson.
Yeah, correct.
I'm telling you, it's not. That's number one. Number two, can I just ask you just a simple question? The Lord?
Sure.
What happens when we die? Oh, no!
God hung up on me. God can write one hell of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
That is epic.
No!
What if look, hey, let's toot our own horn for a second. This is a popular show.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get through. Even if you're the Lord.
Right.
It's hard to get through. There's a lot of people calling.
Wow.
He might never get through again, and we'll never get to follow
It's
up.
nice to
and
hear
ask.
from the Lord.
The Lord. God, he has a terrible cell phone signal from heaven.
Yeah, we couldn't even do like a Zoom with him.
One more of this first ever segment of
This
What's
is
on Your
great.
Mind, which is going so swimmingly.
Good morning. What is your name?
Hi, hello.
Hi, what's your name? What's on your mind?
Ryan. This one is for Corey.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
I don't like the way you set that up.
No, Corey, I'm just letting you know I am a fellow penis cam survivor, as you are.
Yes, as is Chris.
My God,
I thought that was going
Preach,
the other
brother.
way.
Preach, brother.
But you were gonna say-
No. I totally, you told your story and it brought back memories. Your whole thing about having to go to the bathroom after the procedure,
Yeah.
awful, terrible, 100% true.
Yeah.
Did they find anything in there?
I actually had surgery and they had to put a stint in my ureter with my kidney. They had to actually go in and pull it out.
Oh my!
Oh.
Were you under though?
That way.
Did they put you under for that part?
Nope.
Oh my God!
Nope.
Did they give you a copy of the tape?
I mean,
You know what? I wish God was still on the phone. He needs to do some explaining.
Oh, your poor penis.
he won't even let me eat pizza, but he'll.
Did they siphon
jeez.
it out?
No.
Yeah. Did Zach
No,
volunteer?
they put the whole camera up there with a little grabber and just grabbed it out and pulled it.
Why didn't they put you to sleep? Come on!
No.
This is torture.
The only thing that they said they could do, and they did, it's like, okay, we're going to give you some numbing cream.
Oh my!
That didn't really work.
No,
It doesn't work.
Oh,
And it
God.
wasn't just, and it wasn't a numbing cream that you like rubbed on the area. No, it went up inside of there.
Oh my God!
Oh wow, that's bringing back such great memories. Thank you.
Oh, what's in your
my
schlong?
God. What's in your
Oh,
schlong?
your poor wiener.
Oh, there you go, guys.
Penis cam survivors. We should have a group and meet once a week.
Yeah, speaking of meat, what's in your meat?
Tommy'd call every line.
Those flyers would be great. MEATING. Meeting every Thursday at 7 p.m.
Well, the phones are still going crazy,
man.
guys, and it worked just famously.
Well,
and
that's
I
why
think-
God can't get through again.
That's right.
Phone
I
lines
know.
are full.
Thank you guys all for calling. That's it for the first edition of What's on Your Mind. It worked out so well.
That's great. Good bit.
Maybe we'll do it again.
Yeah, that used to be our entire show.
I just can't believe God called. I feel good about that. Sauce gave somebody a nickname.
Yeah.
I'm a little bummed out. We
Zamas.
took calls for the first time in a decade and a half, and like Orange Pop didn't call in
Or,
because he's in the weeds.
He's got to be dead.
The devil guy.
Yeah, Mangalar.
Mangalar. yeah.
He was great. Isn't he like a teacher?
Mangalar called almost every day for about the first 4 or 5 years of this show.
Hilarious.
He called all the
That
time.
was so funny.
Yep.
There you go. Thanks for participating. We'll do it again sometime.
The news is next, but Paul, your hand is up.
We have breaking Vikings news.
Oh my! Is it something we have to talk about before break? Is it that big?
It's pretty big. The Vik. Do you want to know? Or
Yes,
do you want to
I do.
It's not Aaron Rodgers, otherwise you would have been frantically waving your hands.
The Vikings have rejected multiple trade calls on J.J. McCarthy, telling other teams they're moving forward with him as their quarterback. Sources say the team plans to add a vet, but they're not pursuing Aaron Rodgers at this time.
Well, that is Aaron Rodgers news then. Yeah,
McCarthy now enters the offseason as QB1.
It is the only thing that has ever made sense is to keep rolling. If they wanted Aaron Rodgers, they would have just re-signed Darnold to a 1-year tag or done exactly the deal that they did with Seattle where you can get out after 1 year. They want JJ to be the guy. Makes tons of sense. Oh, man.
If you're thinking about signing a vet, though, get a Fiat instead. They're sweet. They're little tiny things, and they drive fast, and they are very good on gas.
Hawk, Ben floated the name Ryan Tannehill
I heard it.
on
I
Monday.
listened to most of the show, and I think that's a great name. I like that name a lot. That's the kind of guy we need, right?
A
Somebody
veteran that can truly help
Absolutely.
guide him, along with KOC, of course, but
Yeah.
a true guy that will not push him, but can still help him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the
like
way,
Flacco or Tannehill.
if you guys have anything on your mind, you can go ahead and I'll just hit the music anytime you want. You guys can say what's on your mind. So you just let me know.
Oh.
Okay? If you have something on your mind, I'll go like this. I don't care.
That's going to be played a lot on Friday at 8:15.
What does it say that I have nothing on my mind? Is that good or
I
bad?
have the news on my mind.
That's next. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.